It's been a rough ride this week. For the week, we've managed to close with nearly 2% losses for ourselves when it came to the Nifty 50 index. And look at the kind of sharp volatility spike you've seen in the week gone by. The Nifty volatility index alone has spiked up in excess of 10%. You heard me right. Quite a bit of chop and churn is what you've seen in the entire week. We were just aligning ourselves with the globe, what with the US market fall that you've seen, just knocking on the doors of that big event, that's the US presidential elections. And then, of course, all the news flow around a second wave in Europe and countries like Germany as well as France now going into lockdown. So look at the market texture then. Experts believe that in the near term, the texture of the market has definitely gotten challenged. What with the mid-cap fall of 1%, or for that matter, the small-cap fall of nearly about 1.5% that has come in. And individual sectors are the ones which have really taken a sharp knock. Be it the Nifty Metal Index, where you saw a serious amount of profit taking. We were down in excess of 4.5% on that particular index over the week. The Real Estate Index, which has lost about 3.5% again. The PSU Bank Index, which has lost about 3.25%. A 3% cut coming in for Nifty Media. Nifty Autos as well getting whacked by roughly about 3% Nifty IT seeing a further fall in excess of another 2% fall is what you've seen for the Nifty IT index as well in the week gone by. And that's really been the texture of the market. The only sectors which managed to hold through relatively, that too, by the way, there was no sectoral winner in the week gone by, have been Nifty FMCG and Nifty Infrastructure, which have managed a flat close for itself. And today was no different. There was a fair amount of chop and churn today as well. Remember, you've got two big earnings. That's Reliance, which is going to report its numbers on Friday post market hours. Also ICICI Bank, which delivers its numbers on Saturday. So these are going to be very big Nifty numbers, which the street is going to absorb come in Monday's trading session. And a very interesting move coming in on Reliance as well. Quite a fair amount of price damage coming in from the start of the week up until today. And today is just so much chop and churn in Reliance Industries. Started off tempered, picked up in trade, got sold into again, and then finally finished off at the day's highs at 1.7% of an uptick. Bharti, though, continues to be a big underperformer. All that excitement and enthusiasm after its numbers, that 4% rally got completely sold into. This was a key pressure point to trade today. A big disappointment, was down about 4%, as was the case with some of the other names like an MRF, Hero MotoCorp, which saw some profit taking, a BOB as well as Godrej Consumer Products, which was also a laggard. From within the Nifty, autos was really one sore thumb that you can really point out. So not just Hero MotoCorp, but you also had losses coming in from Maruti, which was down about 2.5%. Eicher Motors, Hero MotoCorp, they were all laggards in trade. And banks also continue to be under pressure along with selective IT names. Having said that, the breadth, while it started off in the positive today, did succumb to the declines for the better part of today's trading session, but by slim margin, advances managed to take over. Chola Finance held out very well. The street really liked the commentary coming in from TVS conference call. The stock spiked up about almost 7%. Idea was a winner today after getting that chunk of a payment from Vodafone PLC. Z was a big winner, as was HPCL, with all the buzz around its buyback. So that was pretty much the texture of the market. Come next week, it's going to be just all about US presidential elections and the market positioning ahead, which is already weak and a little light into the event as to whether it's going to be a Trump or a Biden victory. And key thing really is not really about the stimulus, but who's more favorable for corporate America. That's going to be what the markets are going to be pricing in.